Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. So I'm back here again with another amazing topic. This is a very different topic, and it's called sand and soul. Now the reason I've called it sand and soul is because if you look ourselves, we are a creation of sand, our body, and the internal aspect of our being is soul. So imagine holding a piece of sand in your hand and let it go through. It will dissolve through your fingers and come down. And that's the nature of a sand. And that's the nature of worldly possessions as well. When you hold in your hand, try to hold in it, it will come down and dissolve. You cannot hold on to it permanently. That's the nature. You cannot change it. Whereas the soul, unlike, is an eternal piece, and it cannot dissolve, it cannot fade. And in Quran, basically, it has been mentioned about the evolution of this soul, right? In Surah Sad, it's also mentioned 38, 71, 72 that the Lord mentioned to the angels that I am going to create a human being from the clay, and when I have proportioned him, like balanced him and breathed into him my created soul, then fall down to him in prostration. So that was being ordered to the angels. So the point I'm trying to mention is that we created from clay, we are being balanced, proportioned, and then we have been we have been given the soul put into us. And then what's the impactful thing to make a lasting change in our life? We have to understand this transformation process. That material changes are temporary, but any changes which are long lasting are based on our soul. So any change made on the soul level will be a permanent change which can endure and it can last long, basically. Now, just another example of it is spiritual practices like prayers, meditation, act of kindness. They are all nourishing the soul again. Okay, think of it like an atom. When I'm giving you an example of an atom, there are different energy levels of an atom, which goes high and it goes low. If it goes high, it's absorbing a photon, it's holding on to a higher energy level, and when it is giving the photon away, the energy away, it comes down. The same thing happens. We are also made of atoms. Our molecules are made of atoms, and we absorb those photons and energy. When we do a spiritual practice, we take that energy level higher, the electrons, and when we do act of kindness, good things for others, we let that energy flow into the sand, into this world, into this thing around us, into the material domain, to good action. So what are we doing? We are channeling this energy through us by absorbing. That's so amazing, if we understand it like that way. And if you just practice it in that context, you are absorbing that energy and then passing it on in the world in a good way, and helping the humanity and helping the mankind, basically. So that's the reflection of working on the soul level and practicing this concept actually in our lives, in our day-to-day lives. And basically, a reflection on the atoms and intentions. They are driven by fleeting material desires, or they can align with the eternal growth of the soul. So yeah, having this intention of an atom is that making use of energy, bringing it down into the material matter, and by absorbing it from the soul level, because we are created from two things, sand and soul, and in between there's a balancing aspect which I mentioned earlier. So let's strive to make a change on the soul level. By doing so, we can create a life that is not only fulfilling but also spiritually enriching and lasting. So we can make a lasting impact, because any change we make on our sand body, in our mind and on that level, it can be changed, but it's temporary. It slips away. But if you make a change on the soul level, we can make it long lasting and impactful, and by using this concept of space and time, and using that space and time consciously, and helping the humanity by being that channel. So remember, while the sand will eventually dissolve and the soul remains, invest in your soul, and you will see the true lasting impact on your life. So with that, have a great day. I hope you like it. Type replay, share with others. If you've got any questions, leave them below. And thank you very much for liking, supporting, implementing. Take care. Bye.